Hey, what is up guys, YT Gaming to Top here coming at you with this amazing video, and today I'm going to show you the best games from what I have reached into top 8 in the Hall of Masters, guys. Give me some pokes in the chat, yes, in the chat guys, although I don't stream because my laptop is garbage. Anyway guys, the meta right now is still Dartling Heli. You can go Dartling Heli NG or you can go Dartling Heli Super Monkey. This is one of the meta strategies, but it's probably the top meta strategy. Anyway, we start off with the Dartling gun, then we can go for Ocean Obin or we can go for second Dartling gun. But since I did send a few space green balloons, that's why I have went for a for Obin first, and then I'll go for my second Dartling gun. As well as he's rocking Boomerang, so I would assume it is either Boomer Farm Village or Boomer Village Super Monkey. One of these two strategies, they are pretty popular. Can also be Boomer Village Ice, but not as good as the Boomer Village Super Monkey. So anyway, at this point I'm thinking he's going farms, which is why I move my Dartling guns, so I stall the rounds, which is beneficial to eco player. And we are rocking Heli pilots, so with Heli, unlike with the previous sniper meta, with Heli you want to build as much eco as possible. And considering there is no broken sniper right now that can defend anything and can give you insane amounts of money, eco is actually pretty important, so you can't really pull off low eco heli pilot. So I sent him wow because I'm looking at his boomerang, and guys, maybe you're thinking what on earth is he doing. I thought the same thing, it actually works. What on earth is that? And in fact, it doesn't only work. You see, right? I'm shocked inside the game and he's just thumbs upping. But in fact, this start actually helps him to defend against space ceramics, because space ceramics are very dangerous to glaive. So with this boomerang he doesn't need to get any extra defenses later on. So anyway, as always, we get our 540 eco and then we move into space blacks eco, saving up for yellows and getting some extra defenses on our dartling guns. You might wonder now, you saw videos of bigger YouTubers that dartling gun gets destroyed by purples, by rainbows, by ceramics. That's what I thought until I entered Hall of Masters. No, it doesn't, guys. HRP is still insanely good. The Rocket Storm ability is still super good, guys. Dartling Gun is still one of the best starting tower, mid-game towers, and late-game towers for all that matters. You can eco, you can grid. The only difference now is you don't go for only HRP to defend, you need second Dartling, which can be 022, but better to have 202, so it depends. If they max eco with yellows, you will end up getting both of your Dartlings upgraded earlier, so you cannot go for laser shock on your second Dartling, but still, it's a really good, decent additional popping power from second Dartling gun. So even top 1, he is rocking Dartling Heli Engineer and he is top 1, so yeah. As you can see, I did exactly what I said. I went for my HRP and I have my second Dartling gun next to it. And I'm going for laser shock on my Hydra rocket pods. By the way, yeah, HRP is Hydra rocket pods, just to not get you confused. As you can see, he has sub for camo detection, he has that Kyle boomerang, and he has 302 boomerang, which basically will defend any rush that I send against him, and that's why I'm going for space ceramics now, which is cheaper than group Trigro rainbows, and he gets up his glaive, and as you can see, happens exactly what I told you. Kyle boomerang helped him defend against the ceramics, and it is now a lot cheaper for him to go into Moab press for Moab rushes. I was shocked as much as you were, but it is actually working really well for him. But anyway, guys, we have Super Monkey, so we can go late game. He leaked a few lives, which means he has 2 rushes. We have Heli Pilot, which means we can eco, and we have alternative eco with our Heli Pilots. So we can take it late game, and we can save up money. As you can see, I get Laser Shock, by the way, just to be ready for any ceramics, and for Moab balloons, it's also important. So Dartling is still good. We have Super Monkey for late game, we have Mud for BADs as well, so we are vibing, and we have Heli Pilots for additional income. So I sent him a Moab just to force that Moab press. So he has to spend this money. You don't need fortified to do that. He will defend anyway. So yeah, we force it. We make him spend the money on his Moab press, and we keep ecoing with yellows. Yes, I'm ecoing with yellows just to save up for my Heli Pilot farm eventually and get it up. Heli Pilot is really good for farms, and you can get the 01 free heli pilot. It will help you to defend any moabs or BFPs that he sends against you. Well, for BFPs you obviously will need rocket storm, or for grouped fortified moabs you will also need rocket storm. But we have so much money because we are ecoing with yellows, and considering that he is max ecoing with pink balloons, he is not going to send anything, so we can just go for a heli farm as soon as we can afford it. But all of a sudden he sends lots of purples, so my targeting wasn't as good because I was trying to keep my Dartling guns there in order to pop any Moab class balloons if he sends any against us. So he keeps sending a lot of purples, and they get actually pretty far because my second Dartling is not upgraded or anything properly. Doesn't have the laser shock that I need to help out. Basically the trick here is to stack laser shocks, so I ended up going for a rocket storm. He keeps sending purples and zebras. I kind of choke here because this is like my one of the first serious Hall of Master games, so I start panicking a little bit and I make rookie mistakes. Like, you finally get where you want, and it only gets harder from there because the opponents are stronger. So I go for second Hydra pods. Don't ask me what on earth I was doing there. Yes, obviously that was not the play. All I needed was a laser cannon and normal Hydra pods. But anyway, we have our heli farm. We are sending him ZOMG just to mess around with him, force him to build defenses and all that stuff, guys. While we have two heli farms, we have Hydra pods. We go finally for the upgrade that I needed to go initially. But you see, that's the thing, because I had 022 Dartling gun, I confused myself. Anyway, he is building Moab presses, the infinite stall. All he needs is like 2 Moab presses, to be honest, and just go for first strike if he wants to play it safe. But he starts spamming Moab presses while max ecoing. I guess permanent defense is also pretty good. But you can choke, guys. You can choke with permanent defense without going for a first strike. Or you can first strike too early and you can choke the game as well. And look at our heli farms, guys. 4 heli farms while max ecoing with pink balloons. And people say Dartling is not good anymore. Druid is meta. No, man. Druid is good, but Dartling is just better. Dartling heli, I mean, obviously. Maybe Dartling with some other combinations is not as good. Let's say Dartling Sniper, yeah, probably not as good. So he popped the ZOMG, but there are so many ceramics, and he just chose that defense, and we win. Let's move into one of the next games. Like, I didn't include boring games or newbie games or something like this. So again, we are going Dartling, Heli Super. He's also rocking Dartling. That's where I know the game is serious. I sent him Dartling emoji, and let's go. This guy is pretty good, by the way. Read his name if you want. I'm not going to say, well, I will. Bloody Idiot is his name. But anyway, he's placed his Dartling there. What's the reason is to shoot down the straight line, but the real reason why people started placing Dartling there was to anti-stall. So you intentionally eco a little bit less, you get extra upgrades so you can pop the AI balloons as soon as possible. That's one of the reasons why they placed that Dartling. And he shows us their tone, but he doesn't anti-stall, which allows us to get as much eco as we freaking want in this game. Obviously, I'm not anti-stalling. I'm rocking Heli Pilot. I don't need to anti-stall. To be honest, I don't even need to rush him unless like there is 100% chance of killing him or just forcing lots of defenses. Like in the last game where I sent a 1 Moab round 17 just to force that Moab press. That's it. I don't need to rush. I can take this late game and defend until round 50 with Dartling and Super Monkey. And with the high eco and heli pilot farms, I can go to round 50 for all I want. Unfortunately, I did leak this game, so if it does go, I will allow him round 38. But you will see, guys, that's a long game, as you can see in the video, so many things are going to happen. That's a really interesting game, which is why I included it here. So anyway, we get our Dartlings. I mix some pink eco with greens because he started sending spaced whites, and my Dartling positioning is not the best at this moment, but I really don't want to anti-stall. I want to increase the length of the round. So as always, I get above 540 eco and I switch to space black balloons. Completely same thing. Unless they are max anti-stalling, you will always have 540 eco before you move into blacks. And then you need to prepare For yellows, you need to send yellows, and you need to be ready if they send yellows the way he does. So as you can see, I have to go for my 022, but I'm just waiting how many yellows he will send. And he is actually using a balloon boost. I'm using a tower boost. I'm fine. I better eco as much as I possibly can. Then I stop echoing, because grid boost, basically the thing that you need to learn, guys, if you want to really play well, you need to learn the grid boost. There is always that one time when you can waste one boost, but you will get eco advantage, or farm advantage, or druid or heli farms advantage, or sniper farm, or even bot farms, for all it matters, guys. You only need 2 boosts, guys, to defend all out. If you're confident in yourself that you can defend any rush without a boost, just grid and use one of 3 boosts just to get extra advantage. Because although for yellows he is still getting eco, it's not like he sent regro rainbows or something. But anyway, as you can see, now that I got my hydropod, I moved it up, I got laser shock. The idea there is I pop the first at least 3000 of regro rainbows with my laser shocks, and then I move them down, I pop the rest, whatever they are there, blue, yellow balloons, and I defend the rest of the rush. If the rush is above 6,000 regro rainbows, that's the only time when I will end up boosting, or by that time I'll get extra laser shocks. As you can see, now I'm just preparing in advance. The reason why I got that extra laser shock is because the game got laggy, so the yellow balloons didn't send, and I had some money saved up, so I just invested them immediately. He is going Dartling's Factory, which is also a pretty decent late game loadout. However, it might struggle against farm players. And as you can see, he stops echoing, so I kind of stop echoing as well, and I pre-place my heli pilot. And he just sends a little bit of echo. So I send 1 yellow just to see if it's the lag and how much they are delayed, because man, oh man, this game's still laggy. It's 1.08 and this game is still lagging. Anyway, whatever, guys. At least it's not as bad as it was before, as you all guys know. Anyway, we go for the downdraft. Once we pop the moabs, even if he sends multiples, the downdraft will just send balloons back, so we can safely go for our heli pilot farm. And he starts to eco again with yellows, but I do understand he has lots of money, which is why I waited for so much time to start ecoing now once I have got my heli farm, because I want to have at least a few $1,000 on hand, and ideally I want to have enough for Hydra Rocket Storm in order to defend the rush, or I want to have enough in order to send him immediately balloon boosted rush. I sent too early the fortified ceramics. I was just afraid they will get too laggy if I send them too late. Well, he has snipers, so he's going Dartling Sniper Spike Factory. Very interesting. This reminds me of pre-update. My question to the guy, why not use Heli? I mean, you are in Hall of Masters, you want to win, so Heli is just a better option now. Don't get me wrong, Sniper is still really good, really fun. I use Sniper a lot. I will use Sniper in future videos. But right now we are sweating, we are tryharding, so Heli is just a better option. Although Maim is good, say for DDTs, just having that stun from Maim and then Hydra Rocket Storm and the one Super Monkey would be amazing. But Heli just provides better money. And now he is not ecoing, which is why I'm not ecoing as well. I'm expecting some kind of a rush because he has been saving money now. And that's why I place my Super Monkey. I get my Dartling gun upgraded because I know I am ahead in terms of money. He had to go for Maim while I have my Heli farm, which gives me money, guys. 4k every time I press that ability. I get $4,000, which is a lot, and I get my lives back, which is the second advantage of Heli Pilot. I can leak early, it doesn't matter. Anyway, here comes the ZOMG, so I get my 013 Heli Pilot just to excuse me, just to make the balloon slower, and I go for my Super Monkey, and I get my 4th tier my 4th tier Dartling gun. And because he's wasting so much money sending all this stuff while I am getting just defenses, and my eco didn't get hurt, and my Obin ability is going to give me a lot of money, so I don't really care. I have my Hydra pods ready, my Rocket Storm I mean, and I pop everything. The knockback on Super Monkey plus Moab shove on Heli Pilot is so good, and look, we defended, he ruined his eco. I don't even care that I sold my Heli Pilot farms, and I can rebuild it immediately, and I still have my Super Monkey, I have 2 Moab shoves, and I have my Hydra pods ready. I did sell the Rocket Storm to go for another Helipilot ability because it's still 2 rounds. Now it's 1 round until DDTs, but I'll get 1 more crate and I'll get my income boosts before DDTs come out. So I will be able to build more Super Monkeys. And all I need honestly is HRP and 2 Super Monkeys. If he completely all outs, I just tower boost again and he lost the game. And if he doesn't completely all out and he just sends like 1 or 2 DDTs, that's just defense. So pretty simple, straightforward game from my part. I didn't make many mistakes in this game, maybe 1 or 2. That's about it. Maybe I should have equated a little bit higher, like very basic things. And on his part, he thought he will destroy me. Now my question is, why go for sniper, or why go for spike factory? Remove one of these towers, substitute it for farm, and then rush if you want to rush people, because that way you will have way more money. Anyway, I'm getting my Heli Pilot farms. I sold 1 Moab shove. I have 3 farms with my eco. I am at the very least 2.5 times ahead, plus the amount of defenses I have. Sure, he has 2 maims. This is for DDTs if I send it to him, but I have 2 Super Monkeys, guys. I have Moab Shove and I have Rocket Storm. And I can get my MAD if I really need to by selling 3 farms and 1 Super Monkey, I guess. That will be enough. Or selling all of my Helis, actually, not just Heli farms. So I sent him a fortified ZOMG, and the second ZOMG, it is to take his targeting off, either his sniper targeting, but he decides to counter me, and this is all unexpected. I use the Rocket Storm, I use Tower Boost, I build 1 more Super Monkey, I sell all my farms obviously, and I easily defend the DDTs. So I layer down more DDTs over his ZOMGs and I end up winning this game, guys. That was a very straightforward, almost no mistakes game on my part, and I just wanted to show it to you, maybe even as a guide. You can use this strategy and you will reach Hall of Masters, trust me. Just use it correctly. And the next game, and again I'm rocking Dartling Heli, but I have Boomerang because Koro is way shorter. So on Glade and on Koro, I always use Boomerang instead of Super Monkey, because they are very short, they are almost never going to go past round. Maybe they'll never reach DDT rounds, honestly, on a high skill level. But even if they do, you still have MAD, and you have turbocharges for anything before that with Moab presses. So MAD is there to pop 1 fortified BAD if they do send it to you, and you have Moab presses to stall anything. And yeah, the only probable difficulty will be come grow ceramics from DDTs. From BAD, but come on, who am I joking? No one is going round 30 on this map anyway. In Dartling Sniper Ninja meta before updates, yes. Now, no one is going. Anyway, he's rocking that Ninja Alchemist build. Yes, this is so annoying, guys. Ninja under Alchemist is OP. Alchemist on itself is OP. Now, actually, Alchemist is becoming again meta. Alchemist plus bot is broken. It defends anything, literally. So I'm confused why not many people rock it. You can have very high eco, higher than with Dartling, higher than with Druid, and you can defend anything. It's just so good, guys. Anyway, we are ecoing. I layer some space pinks, then I send space blacks because this map is shorter. So this is probably the only time when I start space ecoing before 540, but again, this is Koro, guys. You cannot expect anything too cool on this map. You have to under eco, you have to over defend, just because of the shortness of this map. It's just too short. Anyway, he's ecoing a lot, so now it's my turn to eco. I didn't know how well it will do Ninja Alchemist, so I ecoed a lot with yellows, and we forced a boost, and I switched to blues immediately. I don't even go for space blacks. I want to save up as much money as possible. In my head, I'm thinking, should I send him boosted yellows or no? But then I look at my money and I say, hell nah. And then I see farm. What the hell, bro? Well, I guess he's relying on one huge rush. Anyway, he is sending me Regro Zebras. I have my 2 Dartling guns, and he uses the balloon boost, so I just get my boomerang. This moment he knows he wasted so much money. He is not defending Regro Rainbows, so he has only one chance to win this game. And it is right now. He sends me a lot of Regro balloons, but obviously we defend, and then we sell defenses and we counter him. I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. See you in the next one. Subscribe.